Good morning, friends. It's another beautiful day on the homestead. We are working this morning to move some of our seed starts from the garage shelves on our seed starting trays. I'll show you guys that in just a minute, out to the greenhouse. But here in the greenhouse we've got lots of good things started. Some of our herbs. The first tomatoes I moved out here. Some dill. Just potted these up yesterday, so they're still a little bit wilty, but they'll come back. So a lot of things go in there. We also have a lot of the things already planted in the ground here in the greenhouse. We've got the arugula and collard greens, Toscano kale, all-star lettuce, and dazzling blue kale, which has become one of our favorites. It's really good. Russian red kale, all-star lettuce, bok choy, and butter crunch lettuce. The only thing that didn't do well so far is this Chinese cabbage. It was a little bit root bound in the seed starting trays, but we have another tray already planted that looks really good. Here's our starts. So here's the rest of that that's going to get planted as well. So we have some things like our spinach and bok choy and more collard greens and some other kales and things that all need to get planted outside. But right now, my task this morning is to move some of the mainly tomatoes and peppers from their seed starting shelves into the greenhouse so they can get some real light. So here in the garage we have our seed starting shelves. So all those ones you saw out in the greenhouse were all started in here. But today I'm going to move most of these tomatoes and peppers out there, as many as I can get, running out of space, but we'll get as much of it done as I can. So our seed starting, just some simple shelves. We have these wonderful heat mats on here that provide nice warm temperatures for the soil. And we have our heat mats also have thermostats on them, so they do a really good job of maintaining the temperature. We just have these really inexpensive LED shop lights we buy from our local farm store. They're about 20 bucks each, and so we do that. It provides adequate light to these guys, but part of the reason these all need to go outside is they're too close to the lights. As you can see here, we're getting a little bit of damage on some of the leaves from being too close to the light. So we're going to get as many of these moved out as we can. There's a lot of different varieties of tomatoes, and then all of our bell peppers, shishito peppers, jalapenos, the Olympic bells, and Anaheim's poblano are all down there. We also have some starts from cuttings here for our bay laurel trees, so we're going to get those planted as well. So anyway, good start to the season. We'll get these guys moved out to the greenhouse. It took a little while, but I got it done. The only thing left in here are some microgreens, an experimental tray of microgreens up there. But all of these guys are all moved outside, so all of the shelves are empty, so it's ready for the next round of seed starts. So looking pretty good out there. And even though with all the ice and rain and snow that we thought we had, everything is just super dry. There's so little moisture. The grass is crunching under my feet. When I look at these bare areas of our soil in the backyard, it's just like desert. It's just dry as it can be. So not a whole lot of moisture was retained from the ice and snow and all that we've had over the last few weeks. So, but I got everything moved out to the greenhouse, looking pretty good. I've got it all watered in. So all of the plants, all of the seedlings are out here now. And they are all watered. Didn't have quite enough room on the top row, so I've got a couple of plants down there, a couple trays. And all of the tomato starts are here. These two beds are reserved for greenhouse tomatoes. And then got everything else watered in. It's looking good. So really happy with the results so far. Got some new Agribon to put out once we get the some of the other things planted in the field. But I just watered out here, but this was the same way. I uncovered this little bit of lettuce that we've been using over the winter, and the onions and the garlic. They're looking good, but boy, it sure was dry. So got all that watered and ready to go. Looks pretty good. Happy with the results there as well. Agribon did a good job protecting it all from freezing and from being in the cold, but it was really dried out, so it will have to keep getting it watered and continue working on that. So that's one of our next projects. I'm working on redoing the water system out here so we can irrigate all of our plants, vegetables, flowers, and trees that are out here. But I've got some of the parts for that project out here in the greenhouse. So I've got the timer, I've got water valves, rain freeze sensor, some wire for connecting that. So looking pretty good all in all. But projects are just taking a little bit of time to get them all done. But we will get there. So hope you enjoyed the video. Best way you can help us is to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.